So we are continuing on solving mathematics paper 1 for 2019 external candidates. So in our first part of the video, we looked at questions from 1 to 6. So we are now continuing from 7. So the question reads, given that set R, matrix R is equal to this matrix, S is equal to this other matrix, find the ST. So this, the moment you see a T as a power, this is read as find the transpose of matrix what? S. So how do you find the transpose of the matrix? So in this case, the matrix that you have for S, this is the matrix that you have. You have 1, 0, -4, -2, 1, then 1. This is matrix what? S. So to find matrix S, the transpose of matrix S, this is where we just change, okay? The rows, they become the columns. So you can see this is a row, of which this row will turn into a column like this. So we are going to have 1, 0, -4. Again, this other row again to turn into a column like this, okay? So we're going to have -2, 1, 1. This is the transpose of matrix S. Find the RS. So to find RS, this is for question B. To find the RS, meaning that we multiply matrix R times matrix what? S. That is the meaning, okay? So where there is matrix R, we're just going to put the matrix for R. Where there is matrix S, we're just going to put the matrix for S, and then we multiply by following the principle of row times column. So this is what you are going to do, okay? So remember, I've said where there is matrix R, we put matrix R. So just say where there is matrix R, we have 2, -1. We also have 1 and a 3. So matrix R is multiplied with matrix S, which is 0, 1, -4. Then we have -2, 1, then 1. Okay? So this now will give us, so when you multiply, you say row by column, row by column. This is our first column. This is the principle that you get. So we multiply this 2 times 0. 2 times 0 get a 0 plus the -1 times -2. Okay? This will give us positive 2. So it's 0 plus 2. That is our first entry. Again, row by column. So 2 times 1 here on the middle to give us a 2. Then plus -1 times 1 to give us -1, like this. I'll put it in brackets. Okay, I'm done. Again, row by column, the last entry here. So 2 times a -4 to give us a -8 plus 1 times this one, right? -1 times 1 to give us -1. Then I can cross because I'm done multiplying there. Okay, now what you do is you come to this other row by column again, just like that. So 1 times 0, okay, it will give us a 0, then plus 3 times -2, it will give us negative what? To give us -6. So I'll put it in brackets, -6. I'll leave space. Again, row by column. Come to the second entries. 1 times 1 to give us 1. Okay. And then plus 3 times a 1, it will be a 3. We are done. Again, row by column. We go to the last entries. 1 times -4, it will give us -4 plus 3 times 1 again to give us a 3. So from there, it's just a matter of adding the values. So you are going to have, you say therefore RS. So 0 plus 2, it will give us a 2. 2 plus -1 to give us a 1. The -8 plus -1 to give us -9. Then at the bottom, 0 plus -6 to give us -6. 1 plus 3 to give us a 4. -4 plus a 3 to give us a -1. So this is our answer. This is the matrix for RS. Guys, so this is our second question, which is question 8. For the sequence, we have -10, -7, -4, -1. Find the 17th term. So how can we find the 17th term? So we're going to write T subscript 17th term equal to A plus open bracket n minus 1 and then D. This is the formula that we are going to use. Okay, so our data A is the first term. In this case, it's a -10, which is our first term right here. Then n, since they are saying find the 17th term, so the position of the term there, it's 17. So n is equal to 17. D is the common difference because this is an arithmetic progression. So to find the common difference, we just say term 2 minus term 1. And here our term 2, when you observe, this is term 1 and this is term 2. We also have term 3 and term 4. So you can say term 2 minus term 1. In this case, our term 2 is a -7 minus our term 2 is a -10. So you put it in brackets because of the negative. So what we are going to do here is we are going to say -7 minus, in brackets we have -10. So negative times negative, it's positive. So we have -7 plus 10. So this will give us a 3. So our common difference is a 3. So let us just substitute here. I will say 17th term is equal to, where there is A, we'll put a -10. Okay, then plus, then bracket, where there is N, it's a 17 minus 1. Then what is our common difference? So it's times our common difference, it's a 3. So from here, we are going to say -10 plus, so 17 minus 1 to give us 16, then times a 3. So from here, we say -10 plus, so we open the bracket by multiplying with a 3. So 16 times 3, this is 3 times 6, it's 18. So we write 8, we carry 1, 3 times 1, it's 3 plus that one, it's 4. Meaning that 16 times 3 will give us 48. So here we just need to find the final answer, -10 plus 48. So this means you just need to subtract, where you say 48 minus 10, which will give you a 38. Okay, so this will give us a 38. So this was our 17th term. So we have answered our question A. Let us now move on to our question B. All right, so we now come to our question B. Find the sum of the first 20 terms. Okay, find the sum of the first 20 terms. So we say sum of first 20 terms is equal to, so formulas are very important, n over 2, this is the formula, open square bracket, 2a plus n minus 1, we cross, then times d, close square bracket. So we need to find the value of n and the value of a and d, of which we know these things. N, since they are saying find the sum of the first 20 terms, so the value of n is 20, then a is the first term, which is a 10. Common difference, we said it's a 3. So just say sum of 20 terms is equal to, where there is n, you put a 20 over 2. Okay, open square bracket, 2 times, what is the value of a? It's a -10. We can put them in brackets. Then we say plus. Okay, then from here we can do this, plus, open bracket, where there is n, we are going to put again a 20 minus 1, we cross, times, what's the common difference? It's a 3. So I hope that you are moving together. 2 here, 1, 2 into 20, it's a 10. So I have a 10 right here. So 2 times -10, this will give us -20, plus, open bracket, 20 minus 1, this will give us 19, then times a 3. Okay, so I do hope that you are following. Okay, now from there, we just need to open the bracket where we have a 19 in brackets by multiplying with a 3. So we're going to have 10, open square bracket, negative 20 plus 19 times 3. This will be 19 times 3. Okay. So 3 times 9 is a 27. You write a 7 carry 2. 3 times 1 is a 3 plus 2 it's a 5. So this will give us a 57. Okay. To give us a 57. So we have negative 20 plus 57. Now from here, we just need to add those. Okay, so we are going to have a 10 right here, open square bracket. Now here what you have is just a negative 20 plus 57 means it's a 57 minus a 20. Okay, so here 7, 5 minus 2, it's a 3. So this will give us a 37. Now we can see we have a 10 right here. So this 10 has to multiply the 37 in brackets, and 10 times 37, this will give us 370. This is the sum of the first 20 terms. Come to our question 9. Under our question 9, we have two questions. That is question A and B. So we're going to start with question A. There are 4 blue and 5 white marbles in a bag. What is the probability of randomly picking a white marble? Okay, so we can answer our first question A. So they want us to find the probability of randomly picking a white marble. This is what you present. So here we are going to have probability of picking a white marble at random is equal to a number of favorable outcomes, okay, over total number of outcomes. So what is the number of favorable outcomes of picking a white marble? We have been told that in a bag there are 5 white marbles. So it will be a 5 over what is the total number, okay, of the outcome. So we have 4 blue marbles. We add with 5 white marbles. This will give us 9. So this will be our answer, 5 over 9. So this will be the probability of picking a white marble. Okay, which one? All right, guys. So we now come to our question B right here. Solve the equation 2x squared plus 5x minus 3 is equal to 0. So when you look at this equation, you can see that it's a quadratic equation because x is raised to the power of 2. So meaning that you are going to have 2 possible values of x. So we have, this is our quadratic equation. Okay, 2x squared plus 5x minus a 3 is equal to 0. So how can we solve this equation? First thing, we need to find the product and the sum. So the product, we get it by multiplying the coefficient of x squared times the constant value, which is a negative 3. So 2 times negative 3. So this will be negative 2 times 3. This will give us negative 6. The product is negative 6. Then the sum, we just pick the coefficient of x on the middle, which is a positive 5. So we'll get a 5 here. Now from here, we need to come up with the two numbers such that when you multiply them, we are going to have the product of a negative 6. When we add them, we are going to have a positive 5. So what are those two numbers? Okay, we multiply them, we are going to have a negative 6. When we add them, we are going to have a positive 5. So those two numbers are, so if you multiply 6 times negative 1, this will give us negative 6. But if you add 6 plus negative 1, this will give us a positive 5. So the two numbers, you get a 6 and a negative 1. So since the variable is x, this will be 6x and this will be negative x. So you get this and replace them where? Here. Okay, this is where we replace them. So I'm going to write 2x squared, okay, plus 6x, because this 6x is having a positive sign, then minus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Now we can see that we've got 4 terms. We can separate them in pairs like this. Then we factor out in the first bracket what is common. in terms of the numbers, we have 2 and 6. So the highest common factor of 2 and 6, it's a 2. Okay. Then in terms of the letters, we have x squared and x. So even x is also common. So in the first bracket, we have factored out 2x. So we start now dividing. We say 2x into 2x squared. 2 and 2 cancel. X into x squared, you just remain with x plus. Now here 2 into 6, it's a 3. X and x will cancel. So this is what you remain with, minus. Here we have x minus 3. So the common factor here, it's a 1. Okay, because you only have x here, you only have a 3 here. So open bracket. So you write x. Now this negative 1, which is here, negative times negative, it will give us a positive. So you write a 3. Then equal to what? A 0. So you have to be careful there as you are doing the computations. Now from here, since we have got 2 brackets where we have the same terms, we can just pick one. You write x plus 3. Again, we pick this 2x and a negative 1. So 2x minus 1, we equate to 0. So the first bracket, x plus 3, is equal to 0, or 2x minus 1 is equal to 0. So remember I said you are going to have 2 possible values of x. So this will go there. We have x is equal to negative 3 because it will be 0 minus 3. Or we say 2x is equal to a 1. So we need to divide by 2, even this side by 2. So that we just remain with the value of x. So our final answer right here, we are going to say, therefore, x is equal to negative 3, or x is equal to, so this and this will cancel, x is equal to half. So these were the 2 possible values of x. Okay, so we now come to our question 10. So under our question 10, we have question A and B. We're going to start with question A. Given that the universal set is equal to 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Then set A is equal to 2, 3, 6, 8. And set B is equal to 3, 6, 7, 9. List, in brackets, we have A intersection B complement. So first thing, we take note of set A. We have 2, 3, 6, and 8. And then we also have set B, which is having the elements 3, 6, 7, and 9. Okay. Now from here, we need to find A intersection B, because they have said list A intersection B in brackets, then complement. So before we come to the idea or the issue of complement, we need to find A intersection B. Okay. So our A intersection B means elements that are found both in set A and set B. So we are going to say, when you look at set A, you have 2, 3, 6, 8. When you look at set B, you have 3, 6, 7, 9. So which elements are common in A? You can see that we have a 3 right here. We also have a 3 here. We have a 6 in A, and we also have a 6 in B. Now we have a 2 in A. In B, we don't have a 2. We have 8 here. We also don't have 8. We have 7, no 7. 9, no 9 in A. So A intersection B, we have 3 and what? 6. Okay. This is what you have. Now, the question is, find A intersection B complement. Okay. A intersection B complement. So, to find A intersection B complement, you are going to subtract A intersection B from the universal set. So you will say universal set minus A intersection B. Okay, so this will give us A intersection B complement. I hope you have gotten what I've said there. Okay, so to do this, you just say, okay, therefore A intersection B complement in brackets is equal to, so let us just substitute 3 and the 6 from the universal set. So you can see this is our universal set right here. So we just remove these 3 and we just remove this 6. We are remaining with 0, 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9. That is our answer. Okay, so all right, we have said we are remaining with 0, 1. What else? We have 0, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, 0, 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, let me just move this side so that you are able to see 5, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so 7, 8, 9. 7, 8, 9. This is A intersection B in bracket complement. This is our answer. Our question B right here, as you can see, our question B reads, the diagram below shows a prism with a base that is a regular hexagon. Okay, so as you can see, this is our diagram which is showing the regular hexagon. So this regular hexagon, you can see it has got 6 sides. Okay, meaning that whatever way you cut it, you're going to, or equal parts are going to be produced. So the question is, how many planes of symmetry does it have? So what you do is, you take the number of sides that this regular hexagon have. In this case, the number of sides they have said it's 6. Okay, so you say 6 sides plus, when you cut it now, on the mid right here, it will be 1 side. So 6 plus 1 to be 7. So this one, it has 7 planes of what? Symmetry. Okay, 7 planes of symmetry. As simple as that. Okay, so it's very easy to answer this. So how many planes of symmetry? Yeah, so it has 7 planes of symmetry. We have answered this question. Okay, all right guys, so we now come to our last question. So in this presentation for today, we're going to end on question 11. So I have answered from question 7 up to 11. Yeah. So question 11 reads, the diagram below shows points A, which is having 30 degrees north, 30 degrees west, B and C. So this is the diagram, as you can see, which is the Earth model. So let us now look at our question. The question is, if the local time at B, okay, so if the local time at B, it's 15 hours, what is the local time at C? So what is the local time at point C? We don't know. That's the first step. So they want us to find the local time at C if we know the local time at B. So in order for us to find the time at C, we are going to find the time difference. Okay, so we need to find the time difference, and in order for us to find the time difference, you say time difference is equal to difference. Okay, difference, this is the formula that you can use. Time difference is equal to difference in longitudes. Okay, because we use the longitudes for time calculation. Difference in longitudes over 15 degrees. Okay, all right, so this is the formula that you use. Time difference is equal to difference in longitudes over 15 degrees. So where the 15 degrees is coming from, it's where we know that the Earth makes a complete 10, okay, in 24 hours at an angle of what? 360 degrees. Now, in 1 hour, the Earth will make a rotation at 15 degrees. That's why you're dividing by 15. So what you need to do here now is, you say time difference is equal to, so difference in longitudes you don't have. So first find the difference in longitudes. So the difference in longitudes, it will be between point B and C. So point B is lying on this longitude and point C is lying on this longitude. You can see this one is on west, this one is on east. So since we have different hemispheres, you're supposed to add. So just add 75 plus a 30, and this will give us 105 degrees. This is the difference in longitudes. So if the longitudes, the difference in longitudes, if they are lying on different hemispheres, supposed to add. If they are lying on the same hemisphere, supposed to subtract. So on difference in longitudes, you put 105, then divided by 15 degrees. So time difference will be, so what you do is we can divide, okay? We can divide, let me use the simple method. 5 here, it's a 3. 5 into 10, it's a 2, okay? Then 5 into 5, it's a 1. So I'm having 21 over 3. So 3 here, it's a 1. 3 into 21, it's 7. So time difference will be 7 hours. This is the time difference. Now, to find the local time at C, if the time difference between point C and C was 7 hours, C is lying on what? On east. As you can see, this is the longitude. It's lying on east. So we know that if a point is lying on the east side, it gains time. Okay. So in this case, C is going to gain time. So what you do is, if it was 15 hours at point B, then to find the time at C, which is gaining, and the difference is 7 hours, you're just going to add where you say plus 7 hours. So 15 hours plus 7 hours, this will give us 5 plus 7 to give us a 12. 1 plus 0, it's 1, plus that one 2. So at C, the time will be 22 hours. Okay, so the time at C will be equal to 22 hours. This is how simple you can answer the question. So I hope you have understood what I've explained here. So we have answered our question A. Let us now answer our question B. All right, so this is our question B right here. Our question B reads, it takes a plane 6 hours to fly from point A to point B. What is its speed in knots? So they want us to find the speed in knots, of which they have told us that it takes a plane 6 hours. Okay, a plane will fly for about 6 hours from this point A to point B. Okay, so they are looking for this distance right here. So this is it's a longitude, so distance along the line of longitude. So how can we find the speed? Okay, so in order for us to find the speed, we are going to come up with the formula. Speed is equal to distance over time. Now when we organize our data, you find that time we have, because this plane was flying at this 6 hours, but you don't have the speed, the distance, which is the distance from point A to D. So first thing, we need to find the distance, okay, between point A. So point A is lying on 60 degrees north and 30 degrees west. Then point B is lying on the latitude is what? 30 degrees south, and the longitude is the same. They are sharing the same longitude, you can see, 30 degrees west. So since it's the distance along the line of longitude, we need to find the difference, okay, in terms of the latitude. So you can see we have 60 degrees north and 30 degrees south. So different hemispheres, we need to add, okay, we need to add. So we are going to come up with a formula for distance is equal to 60 times theta, because they said find the speed in knots. Okay, so the theta will represent the difference in latitude. In this case, we have 60 degrees north and 30 degrees south. We need to add because they are lying on different hemispheres. So when you add 60 plus 30, this will give us a 90. So distance is equal to 60 times 90. So this will give us, we have a 0, then you just multiply where you say 6 times 6 times 9, I believe 6 times 9, it will give us what? 6 times 9 to give us should be a 54. Yeah. So we write a 54 here. So this will be the distance. So when you multiply, that is 60 times 90 to give us 5,400. So that is our distance. Now we come back to our formula here where we say speed is equal to the distance is 5,400 over the time it's 6. Okay, so speed is equal to, so there you just need to divide. Okay, where you say can 6 go into 54 without giving a remainder? Yes, it does, which is 9 times 6 here, it's 1 into 54, it's 9. So we have 900, then we say knots. This was the speed in knots. So that is how you can answer these questions under this eighth geometry question that came in 2019 mathematics paper 1 for external candidates. So all right guys, we've come to the end of our lesson for today. Thank you so much for having time to view this content. This has been your presenter, Mr. Mlenga. Bye bye.